Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be looking at Uniswap, its valuations against Bitcoin and Ethereum, as well as the US dollar. We'll take a look at that. Looking at the new lower valuation for Uniswap. Remember, if you do like this video and the other videos that I make on this channel, be sure to hit the like button down below and also consider subscribing. So, with Uniswap, there are a couple things to take note. One is that uh, the bottom has dropped, right? This yellow line here, which we were looking at, was pretty strong support for for a long time, for months. Broke on October 4th, and now we're at this new valuation here at 0.000424 Bitcoin. You can lower the line here to take into account of the wicks that come down to this level. In fact, this is where we're kind of sitting here. So it's another support level to look at and to keep an eye on. In addition, um, although the 20-week moving average isn't necessarily has a great relationship with Uniswap, this red line here kind of indicates the resistance line that Uniswap's failing to get above, and the 20-week moving average is kind of trailing that ever so slightly. So at the moment right now, you can interpret that maybe the 20-week moving average is acting as resistance right now, um, and that is causing Uniswap some problems. With that said, the Bitcoin valuation isn't necessarily what I'm quite interested in, although I do follow it religiously. The Uniswap Ethereum valuation has dropped even further. From the peak, it has dropped 72% against Ethereum, which is pretty insane, right? And we're almost back down to the lowest valuations of Ethereum versus Ethereum. And this is actually kind of where I bought Uniswap with Ethereum. So I'm at my break even point for Uniswap if we're measuring it by Ethereum. So that's something also to take into consideration. The drop is only an additional 6% if we're really taking it that much. From where we are, the drop would be 22, but uh, like from the peak, we're talking about a 78% drop if it comes back down to this level. If it does, then that becomes a very, very interesting buying opportunity, and I think it might. Okay, if we follow the scenarios that I we talked about in our last video again with Chainlink, if Bitcoin decides to rally above $67,000, or if Bitcoin decides to drop back down to the 20-week moving average, this becomes a a real reality. Um, to come back down to this level, and that RSI level would probably get back to the 30 range, something it's never done before. And I think that will pose a very, very interesting buying opportunity, and it's something that I would be very much interested in. And then I would be gearing up my altcoin positions, Uniswap included, into Q1. Right? If we look at, say, where Uniswap started to rally, it was January. It was the first week of January, right? So we saw this major bleed into the fall, into Q4, and then we saw it pick back up in Q1. So I'm not betting that it will happen like clockwork like that, but I you must recognize good buying opportunities within the market, right? People might be distracted by the other assets in the market, like Dogecoin or Sheeb, or maybe even Basic Attention Token, Loopring, like these metaverse tokens or meme coins, um, and that they're rallying. But don't not necessarily say don't be fooled, because if you want to buy it, you're going to buy it and try to ride it. But for me, I think it's not necessarily a safer bet. Well, it is a safer bet, but I find this to be a more sound decision in terms of accumulating. And again, like Uniswap, I'm biased towards it. I have a position in it, and so that's why I'm saying it's a good buying opportunity. It's entirely up to you, but I think at these valuations here, if it goes any further lower, especially if it comes back down to the red line, and then we see the RSI in the 30 range, um, then I think it becomes a very interesting opportunity. I mean, already right now the RSI levels at 35.71. If it comes back down to here, we might even see sub 30, in which case, very good buying opportunity. But that's pretty much it that I see right now. Uniswap still trading at $26. It hasn't moved. Okay, it has not moved. If you look at this, it hasn't moved since September of 20 week of September 27th. It's just been on this line, and it's been riding the 20-week moving average ever since, which I find very, very interesting. Obviously, if it keeps on outpacing if it's above the 20-week, the 20-week will soon trend up, and so that'll force the price to needing to go up. But we'll see. Well, we have to keep an eye on Bitcoin, what it's going to do. It's at a pretty interesting level right now. If it rallies, there's a very good chance that altcoins are not able to keep up. If it stays the same, then Uniswap has a chance right now to rally. And if Bitcoin comes back down to its 20-week, then Uniswap's gonna falter as well. Anyway, that's all for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.